This is going to be a great video for you prop firm traders out there. It's crazy that this information is there for us all to see. And I think being provided this information is going to help you become a better trader for sure. A smarter trader, I must say. But before we jump into this, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love on the last video. We hit 1,000 likes already and it's been out for 2 days, not even yet, which is just mad. By the time you guys are seeing this video, it'll have been up for a couple days. So I just want to say thank you. This video obviously is going to be about prop firms. It's going to be talking about a stat on the website, or not even stat, but piece of advice that is right there for us to see that I didn't know was even there. And it's funny because this is, again, going to be another rant type video, but I think it is going to provide a lot of value. So if you do enjoy it, don't forget to drop a like. But I'm going to start out with what I find a lot of people do wrong when they first get their funded accounts. You know, you guys know I have a community, I have a mentorship. So I see people go through this all the time. In the free group, there's like over 2,500 people in there as well. So I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the issues that people have with their funded accounts, and the common similarities between the people that get the accounts and lose them right away versus the people who have consistent payouts is the people who get their funded account, their main goal goes from, okay, I'm going to risk more on this account to get the funded account. Okay. So you guys have heard me talk about this in previous videos. People will risk more. They'll take, maybe unnecessary trades to reach that 10% target. But then instead of, calming down, instead of maybe taking a couple days off, or instead of reducing the risk once they have the funded account, people want to go and now trade that account up to buy a Bugatti by next week. They want to be smoking the cigar and they want to have that Bugatti. And it's funny because the people who go to rush it to get that payout, I've noticed, end up losing that account pretty much right away or pretty soon. I forget what the stat was. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the comments here, but I was talking about this with my buddy the other day. Apparently it was like a 0.08% amount of people actually got their first payout with MFF after passing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong, but that's the stat that my buddy gave me. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but just know it is a very, very little stat of people actually make it to their first payout with MFF. And now I'm not too sure about the other prop firms and stuff like that, but you get what I'm saying. People go in and they start trading away from their plan. They want to make all this money because they're just one stage away from getting the payout, getting the amount they work so hard for, right? So now moving into the point on their website, I'm going to put a screenshot up here. You guys can literally go look at this on their website. I'll leave the link in the description of the video. You can see all the stats of how many people have passed, all the stats of how many people make it to the next payout. But a piece of information that was hidden here, not even hidden, but at the very, very bottom that I didn't even know was there, I'll put it up, is the traders with the highest payouts. Okay, so the traders with the highest payouts with the firm have the least amount of trades on average per month. Think of that. The traders who make the most money and get the highest amount of withdrawals and consistent withdrawals take the least amount of trades on average. So that right away is the prop firm telling you, be patient. The prop firm is telling you to hold back. Don't try and trade every single day. Don't try and run it up, do all this, do that. Yes, there's going to be the odd person, but as a whole, as a collective, the prop firm here is listing this right here to help us. I find it funny how it's at the very, very bottom because you have to scroll, right? But still, it is there. And they are telling you that if you are patient and you stick to your A+ setups, you are going to have a better chance at getting that withdrawal and seeing success. I thought this was a perfect video to follow up my last video, because in the last video, you guys saw me talk about how only sticking to your one A+ setup is going to bring you much more success in the markets because it worked so well for me. And the crazy thing about this is I didn't see this stat or this message on the website till after I already made that video. So it's literally like it was meant to be there. It's like it was meant for you guys to see this follow-up video about it. So another thing that I want to dive into that kind of relates to that crazy thing that I just told you guys is I have a lot of funded trader friends. I have a lot of friends that are doing really, really well in this game, that are funded hundreds of thousands of dollars, that are where I want to be. You guys know I want to get 7 figures in funding, and I'm lucky enough to be around people who are there already. So the crazy and cool thing about that is they're able to pass their advice down to me. I'm able to see it firsthand of what works and what doesn't. And that's why I try to be that person for you guys who are below me on your journey, who are not below me, but you guys know what I mean. You guys aren't where I am yet, and I get to learn from my friends who are where I'm not yet, right? So it's cool. We're always learning. We always have people above us to show us the way. And I have a friend, specifically Will Forex. You guys should check him out. He's a good friend of mine. For a while now, he's just been absolutely smashing out these prop firm challenges and smashing it out. And he told me for the longest time, what he does is he'll win his trade, like I talked about in a couple of videos ago, where you win your trade and then you're done that week and you wait for the prop firm payout. It's doing things like this that assure that you are getting paid. They assure you that you are doing the right thing because you're getting the consistent results over time. You're not trying to trade that account to $1 million. You're not trying to do this, trying to flip this, right? The goal, like I said in the last video, is to link funded accounts, right? Your goal, when I got this 200K account and added it to my FTMO account, my goal wasn't to go and trade this 200K account MFF by itself and flip it or do this, do that. My goal is to collect accounts until I get 7 figures in funding and then link them all. And then that way I'm able to only take very minimal setups, the highest probable setups, and see the most crazy results, right? So back to what I was talking about. He taught me this, and Paladin, another trader that I'm friends with as well. You guys have definitely heard of Paladin. He's multiple 7 figures in funding. The same thing. He only aims for 2%, 3% per month. And once he's up, he waits for the payout, right? And the collective this is what I meant in my last video when I talked about when you have people that are doing very well and they are all doing a certain thing, you don't have to go reinvent the wheel. Just do what they are doing and you're going to find success because it's working. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm lucky enough to have these people that are where I want to be and have the funding that I want to have pass down information to me. And I just thought it was kind of crazy how, I've been getting told this stat and I'm blessed and grateful because I've been able to see how my friends manage all this high capital before I even got there, so that when I did get there, I was able to apply the systems. I was able to keep the account, and like I said, now just past MFF, and now I'm waiting for the payout already. Yes, I could have went and traded it and tried and got 10% and all that stuff, but that's not the reality. I want to do this consistently every single month, and I want this to just be an every month thing where, obviously the payouts go back to bi-weekly, and I'm sure there will be some times where you're in drawdown and stuff. That's just how trading is. But consistently pulling payouts from MFF and then the other prop firms that I get, that's the goal, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I know this for sure with my system, with my plan and everything that I do. I'm going to do that. And all I needed was the guidance. Like I'm giving you guys right now, I was able to get passed down on myself. I just thought it was crazy how, like I said, my friends who are where I wanted to be, passing down this information, taking the least amount of trades, right? So you don't want to take many trades per month. You're going to have the better results. And there's another prop firm stat. The people who trade the least amount as well put up like over 50% of the payouts per month or something crazy like that. So if I butcher the stat, I apologize, but that was from another prop firm. So not only did we have MFF saying that the traders with the highest payouts have the least amount of trades on average, but these traders make up most of the payouts that are getting paid out to traders, right? So the numbers don't lie. And I'm sure if you were to go across and look at multiple different prop firms, the data would show you. And I just think it's crazy because this information is there for us. And it's funny because I've been there. When I first got my first prop firm account last year, I wanted to rake it up right away and do all this, do that. And I was in severe drawdown because I just jumped in and I was doing things that I shouldn't have done. This one I handled a lot differently. And it's because I had the information passed down. I've also been there already and I knew what I did wrong and stuff like that. But my advice to you for this video, and I'm going to kind of wrap it up here, is stick to your A+ setups like I talked about in the last one. The numbers don't lie. The people who with the least amount of trades per month end up doing the best and getting the highest amount of payouts, right? So wait for your A+ setup. When you bang out your A+ setup, like I touched on last video, wait for the rest of the week. You can either trade it again now that you have a buffer, or you can wait for your payout, get that payout, and then you go on it again, right? That's the goal. And then with that payout, you can now go buy another prop firm account or a challenge, add that after you pass it, and you just keep adding the prop firms up, right? You guys get what I'm saying? I just think it's incredible, this opportunity that we have here. And not only that, but they're showing us real time the statistics and the numbers don't lie, right? So yes, you can be an outlier and be like, okay, well, I'm going to beat this statistic and I'm going to go do this and I want to run up and be on the leaderboards every single month at the very, very top. Or are you going to be the trader that they're consistently paying out? Are you going to be the trader that gets up 2%, waits for the payout, gets up 3%, waits for the payout? Are you going to be the trader that's constantly trying to push it and push it and push it and ends up losing the account? Now that is entirely up to you, what type of trader you want to be. I thought this video backpacked last video perfectly. And yeah, just another rant video. I love doing these. You guys seem to love them. No script or anything, just off the top of my head. And yeah, I just appreciate each and every single one of you. What do I say at the end of every single video, guys? Let's be 1% better every single day. Take care. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Take care, everyone.